Good evening, everyone. We will wait for 2-3 more minutes and then we will start because some students are still joining. Okay. All right. Good evening, everyone. I think many of you have joined. Some are still joining, but in the interest of time, we will start the session today. Anyway, today is just an introductory class so that I can get to know you guys and you can get to know me a little bit. We'll keep it like an informal session. If you have any questions, you can ask me. Ultimately, we are starting this course. This course will be a slight update from the past 4-5 years that we have been conducting. Initially, we were more focused on GATE, but I conducted the poll in the Telegram group. I can even share that poll that I had in the Telegram group. I think some of you are there in Telegram group, but some of you are not. So there is more, I would say, focus on GSI from students. So that's what our job is to cater to the needs of the students. But my ultimate objective is once you prepare something, you should be prepared for any exam because we are living in a dynamic world. Every day things are changing. So for example, ONGC used to recruit from GATE, but then they changed it. They'll conduct their own exam. So these kind of developments can happen anytime. And that is why my ultimate objective is if you have conceptual understanding, if you're clear, you should be able to basically cover anything that you want. Okay. Before we start, are there any questions? In general, am I audible? What you see on the screen, is that all good? So if there is any problem, please do let me know. Is it good? Is everything good? Okay,
Yes,
thank you
yes,
very
sir.
much for confirming. Okay, let me just share with you, like even before we begin the lesson, this is the poll that we conducted. Okay. you can see here. Okay, so this is the poll that we conducted, and these are the results of that poll. So which exam are you most interested in? So there are still like significant portion, 31% are interested in GATE, but GSI 46%, over half. Net is almost least priority, around 10%, and 13%. I think it's just like that, as that is an option. But if you combine these three exams, it's like over 90% students are preparing for that. But overall, there is a slight edge to students who are preparing for GSI mains now. Okay, instead of just GATE. Initially, before that, it used to be GATE, but now it's GSI. Still, the numbers are getting updated. I think students are still polling. For these, you can go to our Telegram group. If there are people here who have not joined the demo class Telegram group, let me share the link first. So because that is the best place to stay updated. Okay, let me share the link here. I will, because I'm live on YouTube also at the same time, I will share a link on YouTube as well. Okay. All right. Okay, I think some are still joining. Okay. All right. Any questions before we start? Everything you said is good. All right. So I'll do a brief introduction about myself. My name is Lawrence Kanyan. I'm currently working as a geologist in Canada. I'm working in oil and gas. But at the same time, I'm also co-founder and mentor at Planet Geology. We have been at Planet Geology for over 5 years now. So we have extensive experience in delivering excellent results. We started during the COVID times, and it has been a pretty good journey. And we have mostly been expanded, mostly expanded into the GATE, GSI, and civil services domain. Okay, so we are not yet into the JAM domain. So some of you may have prepared for JAM in the past, so that is always a good thing. But that's our primary focus, and that has been our primary focus over the past 5 years. I was personally, I think I went on mute. Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And did you hear the last part? I hope you heard the last part also. I was telling myself, did you hear my introduction?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes. So then, like I told, I'm geologist in Canada, and in GATE 2017, I got AIR 1 in India, and then I joined ONGC after that, and then I left ONGC, moved to Canada. Okay. And I have like extensive experience for exam preparation, so I know like what is needed for exam preparation. I had qualified in 11th 12th standard, both medical entrance exam and IIT JEE exam as well, and then very good score in GRE, GMAT, all those. So I know like what it takes to clear exams, and I basically want to help you guys regarding that. But ultimately, our objective should be to prepare subjects in a way that no matter which exam you're preparing for, no matter what is thrown at you, you are fully prepared for that. Okay. So whether you are writing GSI exam, GATE exam, structural geology, for example, if you study structural geology, you will be able to crack any exam that you give in geology. And that is why for these demo classes, okay, we will go through structural geology, one subject, so that you can all prepare it. First of all, I think it will be immense helpful because structural geology, sometimes students find it a little bit hard, so it will help you in preparation. It is entirely free course, so you can attend There is no commitment that you have to join afterwards the full course. But what I want to show you guys is that if you prepare properly, if you prepare honestly, and if your strategy is right, it doesn't matter what exam you're preparing for. Of course, there will be some minor tweaks, some minor customizations that you have to do for particular exam if it is subjective versus objective. But if you have a strong foundation, if you have good fundamentals, that part then becomes so much easier. Okay. So currently our core team is made out of founders, myself and Mayank Malviya sir. And then we have our support team, which you can go to our website to check like who all are involved. Personally, I will be taking most of the classes for GATE GSI. Okay, so it will be primarily live lectures, but there will be some pre-recorded lectures for concepts which we deem are like not very difficult, and you can always ask doubts in the classes. Okay. I am GATE Geology IR1, as I already told. I've gone through my introduction. Mayank Malviya sir, he has appeared in IFS interviews multiple times. He has extensive teaching experience. Mayank Malviya sir is also from IIT Roorkee. So we are both from IIT Roorkee. And we both did integrated 5-year course. From IIT Roorkee. So we are batchmates, and now we are together working at Planet Geology. Mayank Malviya sir has extensive experience in civil services exam preparation as well. So we have been like achieving very, very great exam results for UPSC civil services as well. The course that we will do in demo classes, it is called Geological Structures and Maps. So that's typically what we do most of the years. This year, we will discuss more of GSI prelims questions than previous years. Previous year we were focusing primarily on GATE. It's not that we will not discuss GATE questions, but we will add GSI questions on top of that so that you are better prepared to answer any kind of question that comes your way. Even JAM questions can be pretty useful for a structural geology. They ask pretty good questions in JAM as well. So I will give you JAM questions with solutions and video lectures for practice as well through this course, and this will all be free. So please continue attending the classes. Okay, I will share the link. So what you should do is, first of all, you have to register for this course. It is free. You might need to create an account to access that. So why do I want you to register for that? Because all live lecture recordings will be uploaded to this course. So if you miss any live lecture, for example, you can go there and attend and register for this. Okay. Also, all the notes, slides, when you talk about these, they will be raw notes, like without any annotations, but you'll see like me writing on the slides, making diagrams. So those will be called annotated notes. So those will all be uploaded on this course. And then there is quizzes and numerical problems. All this stuff will be uploaded on this course. So that is why I'm asking you to please register for it. Let me show you where you can find this. Okay, just give me 1 second. If you go to all Planet Geology courses, so these are all our courses, for example. So this will be, you'll see at the very top for now, because this is the latest course that we have released, and I will share the link for this particular course you all. Okay. So this is the link. Okay, so you please, these are the collections. Maybe I should share this link so you can exactly go and register for free preview. So you see here, you'll see this enroll for free. Okay. There are other planet geology courses also on the portal, but you have to specifically look for that particular course. So we have courses for GSI prelims, crash course is there. Okay, so that is slightly older course now. It will be updated this year. So you don't need to go through that because that is for someone who's preparing in last 1 or 2 months. Okay, and this is primarily through PYQ discussions. And similarly, we have courses for UPSC civil services, forest services exams. So that is our primary focus. I'll go through syllabus in detail later on. Before that, I just want to ask, like, if anyone has any question or just want to introduce yourself to the group, to me, that will be pretty good. So if anyone wants to do that, you're welcome. There is no pressure. Otherwise, we can see like what's the syllabus and are there any common topics, how we will structure the course.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Yeah, so I'm Mayurakshi Pal, and I have a question regarding the course structure.
Mm-hmm.
So, if we take the GSI, NET, and GATE combined course, so does it also cover the preparation for GSI mains,
So
or is
GSI
that a
mains, what
separate
I will say
course?
is, previously we used to release GSI mains crash course afterwards. What I will do is, I will include it as part of the bundle. Okay, so yes, we can include GSI mains preparation within this course. But I will also keep an option open for students who just wants to enroll in pre for this stage. Okay, maybe they don't want to pay the entire fees, some, because we always see questions like, sir, I'm preparing only for gate, so how do I get? So yes, it will include preparation for mains as well. I will give you access to those lectures, and we will also do regular answer writing practice. So primarily our focus will be on GSI, but if someone is willing to take just gate course, that option will also be there. But yes, this year this part will be additional GSI mains part.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, all right. So, I would say keep attending demo classes. I will show you through demo classes only, like how we are going to prepare for mains as well. So mains will become answer writing. On top of conceptual writing, you will have to practice answers. So a good start for that is PYQs. So practice some PYQs answer writing, and I will give you model answers for those. I will give you notes for those, and you will see like the course as it is. It will cover most of the GSI main syllabus as well. Okay.
Hello,
Yes.
sir.
Hello.
Hello, sir. This is Vishwanath.
Hello, Bishwanath. How are you?
Sir, well, good. Sir, I have a question.
Yes.
Sir, is this course is already started? GATE-NET GSI 2026.
No, this is the first webinar, first class introduction. We are just getting to know each other. So this will start. Tomorrow I'll start taking regular subject like structural geology classes. And those are the demo classes that we will go. And you are like free to attend those demo classes. We will cover entire structural geology. Don't worry about that. Okay.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay. It's nice to meet you,
Then,
Bishwanath.
sir, how I contact you for this course?
Have you joined the Telegram group?
Yes, sir.
So in the Telegram group, you can see my name. You just message to me. I think it will be Planet Geology, PGeol. Okay. So you message me on Telegram.
Okay, okay, sir.
Okay. All right. All right. Any other questions? Okay, so if you look at the syllabus, so I will discuss geoscientist syllabus and GATE syllabus. ONGC syllabus, I think, is direct copy of GATE syllabus only, so we don't need to go through that separately. This is the general studies part. This is a direct copy of civil
Excuse me.
services syllabus.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Hi, good evening, Lawrence. I'm
Uh,
Abhilasha Gupta.
Hello. Hi. Hi. Good evening, Abhilasha.
I want to know how I pay the payment. How
Payment,
I pay this.
it will be on this page. Let me share the page details to you. Uh, but for now, like whether you pay or not at this stage, I think the only thing is I can give you access to previous lectures, but you can keep attending the classes without the payment. You can make that decision later on also. Okay.
I
Let
have no any options because I want to clear the exam.
Oh
So
yes,
I got one option that planet geology. So I want to pay and tell me how.
yes. And when was your exam date, Abhilasha? I forgot. Sorry, I think I
Uh,
saw your missed call also. I couldn't attend at that time because of this time difference
it is in August,
in
9
August.
August.
Okay. So
Yeah.
these are the courses. I've just sent the link. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank
I'll
you.
take a look. I know you sent me the syllabus. I'll take a look at that and I'll get back to you tomorrow morning. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Yes. Any other question? Yes, so I was saying this general studies is direct copy of civil services. If you look at the syllabus, it is word by word copy. But if you look at the paper is different, like it is a day and night difference between a civil services general studies paper and what you get in GSI. In GSI, what they say is you should know general studies in a way a science student should know. So they are very heavily focused on the science part. A lot of questions are asked from NCRT's fundamental concepts on physics, chemistry, biology. Whereas in civil services, it will be more based on application part, current affairs, what are the recent developments. If there was a big scientific breakthrough, they'll be more interested in that. But in GSI pre-crash, this general studies part, they're more interested in, for example, the biology of a cell. Okay, what are the parts in a cell, nucleus, and all those things. So it's quite different. We have a course for this as well, but because we are now this webinar is about a geology course, so we are not going through this. These are mostly we don't do it in live classes because a lot of this part is static. Only some current affairs parts that we have to cover. Usually this is available to students at those who are enrolled in geology course at a much discounted price. Okay, because we have separate faculty, it's like a separate course. This is the main paper 2 within the prelims geology hydrology. I'll discuss first today the prelim syllabus and then we can go through the mains syllabus at like when we do individual courses. When we start the structural geology course, we will look at basically the individual structural geology syllabus for GSI prelims, GSI mains, and gate. So physical geology, name suggests like principle of uniformitarianism. So basic fundamental concepts: differentiation, internal structure of the earth, origin of atmosphere, earthquakes and volcanoes, continental drift, seafloor spreading, isostasy, orogeny, plate tectonics, geological action of rivers, winds, glaciers, waves, landforms, depositional landforms, processes and products. So physical geology is what you study the first course in your let's say graduation. So it's very simple. This is what we will focus on. Let's not go into details of each of these syllabus. I will share this copy, you can go through this yourself. In structural geology, you can see here, although they say like it's very simple, I think the paper level has been getting harder a little bit every year. So stress, strain, rheological properties of rocks, planar and linear structures, classification of folds and faults. So this is the first part. They start directly at stress, strain, rheological properties. Okay, it's not that we will follow this exact thing. What we will start with is what they have given a little bit towards the end: study of topo sheets, topo sheet numbering, etc. V rules, outcrop patterns. So this course is called geological structure and maps. So maps are very important and that is where many students struggle a lot. So we will try to conceptually understand these things and we will try to understand these through a lot of use of 3D visuals, Google Earth. I'll give you real world examples from these. Stereographic projections of structural elements. This is actually we will start with. We will cover at the start and then we will move on to the next part, which is stress, strain, rheological properties of rock, planar and linear feature structures. Okay, so this will include beds, but at the same time also lineation, foliation, those things, faults and folds, Mohr circle, criteria for failure of rocks, ductile and brittle shear in rocks. Okay, so and then like there are 10 subjects, you get 120 questions, so there are 12 questions each from each of these subjects. Whereas if you look at the GATE paper, over there each subject will get just 2 or 3 questions, maximum 4 questions might come from one subject. Okay, so in GATE if you miss one particular subject it is less harmful to you, but in GSI, at least in prelims, you have to cover all the subjects, even for mains, but mains you may have some choice. Here there is no choice, you have 120 questions, 12 from each subject, so each subject is equally important. Okay, and even easier subjects can be more important because there with less effort you are getting same number of questions compared to a more difficult subject. A lot of practice is needed. You will see like GSI prelims, one of the biggest hurdle student faces sometimes wording of the question. Wording can be confusing, so how to decode in between the lines, how to look at those things, so that will be very important for us. You have igneous, metamorphic, sedimentology, paleontology, stratigraphy, economic, geology, and hydrogeology is also there. Few things you will notice are not here. Our remote sensing is not here. It is there in GSI mains. Okay, and geomorphology is there, but they have not like specifically mentioned geomorphology. So you can see here these geological actions of river, winds, glacier. So that part covers the geomorphology part. And also there is no engineering geology. So we will.
Sir,
Yes.
hello. Sir, geochemistry also.
Yes, geochemistry also. You're right. But these are all there in GSI main. So we will cover them. But first we will focus on this particular part that you see in front of your screen. Okay. If you look at GATE syllabus, so in GATE you have common section for geology and geophysics. They ask about earth and planetary system, whereas in GSI prelims it was more of physical geology part. So they do have some thing on origin, differentiation and internal structure of earth. So that is like earth and planetary system, a little bit related to that, but they don't go into details of terrestrial planets, moons of solar system, shape, size, etc. But yes, this part is common between them. Okay, so this, you can think of this initial part as equivalent to physical geology, basics of structural, crystallography, petrology, geological time scale, mineral, coal, petroleum reserves of India, introduction to remote sensing. So that part is there even in this common section. Remote sensing is there, you can see here. Engineering properties of rocks and soils, that part is there. And this geophysics is there, and geophysics is not here as well. You can see here there is no geophysics. Let me write that part here as well. So for prelims, if you are dedicated, and that is what we will focus on initially, you can cover this syllabus pretty fast. Okay, but we will go in more details than what is said in prelims. So for example, when you see we study structural geology, we will study it in a way that we cover the mains, the prelims and GATE syllabus. So we will combine the syllabus of all these 3 exams and then cover structural geology, and that will be true for all the subjects. But those subjects primarily we will focus on these, and then we will jump to the ones that are asked in, let's say, just GATE only, or at least they will not be asked in GSI prelims when you are preparing for that exam in let's say next February. Okay, and then because if let's say you have left a little bit, your primary target is GSI mains and now you have to study remote sensing, you can study it after prelims as well. If you want to study it beforehand, that is also very good. You cover, but there is sufficient time after prelims that you can prepare at least 1 or 2 subjects which you have not prepared before. Okay, hydrogeology was there in here. This was just like the same thing in more details for GATE syllabus. Yes, this is part B, which is geology. So there will be several repeated subjects over here. So here there is geophysics as well, which will not be there in section B. So there are questions here in section A. So let's say there is a mineralogy question in section A. They are typically of lower marks. Earlier in older patterns, they used to be all 1 mark and 2 mark like that. But now they have like spread 1 mark questions even in section B. Initially, there used to be all 2 marker questions in section B. Okay. So in section B, they are more core geology. Section A geology questions are something which are less difficult. Even a geophysics student is expected to know those questions. Similarly, there are some geophysics questions which a geology student is expected to know. But in section B, they are more specific to your particular subject, and therefore the level will be slightly higher and the knowledge level tested will be slightly deeper. So geomorphology, structural geology, crystallography and mineralogy, geochemistry, igneous. So geochemistry you see is additional here. Igneous, sedimentology, metamorphic is same as GSI prelims. Paleontology, stratigraphy, resource geology, global tectonics, maybe yes, you can, some part maybe is additional compared to GSI prelims. But more or less it is covered in physical geology part of GSI prelims. Okay, so the first course that we will do is structural geology, and the overall it's quite similar to the syllabus that we see for GSI prelims, and we will combine. Tomorrow we'll start this course and I will show you the syllabus of the mains as well, and then we will combine that syllabus and we will cover the whole course. I think I had that page open as well. Let me see if I can go back to that one that I was showing you. Okay. Okay, so this is how we will structure this syllabus. Okay, so we will go through topographic contours and all. As I said, that rule of V's part, the outcrop patterns, those kind of things, we will cover those at the start. And again, objective is to build an understanding of the subject. Okay, so we'll study contours and patterns, topographic contours, the concept of stratum contours. Because you see in GSI prelims, they do ask questions from outcrop patterns. Maybe they may not draw diagrams, sometimes they do, but even in GATE, sometimes you'll see those kind of questions. And a lot of times in GSI, instead of drawing a diagram, they will write 1 paragraph on it. So you should be able to tackle those kind of questions. But even if they are giving you text, they are not giving you diagram, you should be able to draw your own diagrams. That is why that is very, very important. This is very basic concept of dip, strike, true dip, apparent dip, trend, plunge, rake, simple concepts. Stereo-NET is again common topic in GSI and GATE. So what are the basics of stereographic projections, their applications? We will do a lot of practice question for that, and then we will go to folds, faults, some basic symbols used in geological maps, types of faults, 3D visualization, outcrop patterns. We'll see cross sections. And this is more of like map part, 3-point problem, sequence of events and integrated maps. This will be slightly advanced topic because they don't directly ask these in the GATE exam, but yeah, they will ask these in university exam. So I will release some pre-recorded lectures on that. And then the second part of this course will be on fundamental concepts of not just maps, but fundamental concepts of structural geology related to mechanics of deformation, types of fault, mechanics of faulting, mechanics of folding, a lot of advanced concepts such as fault related folding, fault propagation fold, fault bend fold. So those are the things that we will also cover. And typically you will see all these things here. You can see, for example, all the what will I'm showing you here is how this course portal will help you. So anything, for example, you may not see these today, they are not available for you, but any slides that we conduct in the class, they will be available here. So you can watch those slides, you can watch the videos over here. Now in this for those classes, and then there'll be each video, each of those notes will be present here. And in the end, you can also attempt, I'm just like, maybe I'll get just wrong of these. So you'll get these quizzes and you will get answers, correct explanation. So all these will be in this course portal. That is why I'm saying like just register for free preview from this. Okay.
Okay, sir.
All right. So now, like, again, if you have any questions or comments, or you just want to introduce yourself, you can do so that we can get to know each other more. One more thing, I will keep it a little bit, this course, I will keep it a little bit flexible, because when we start the course, we, let's say, hear some feedback from students that you want maybe a little bit more focus on this part or less part. So it is not super structured, strict course. We'll keep a little bit flexibility so that I can take your questions. If you have any need in any particular topic, we can go through that. Tomorrow we will have very first class of structural geology. I will upload a very few introductory videos, maybe 15-20 minutes. Just watch them before the class tomorrow. Okay, so that is why I'm saying please do register for this group, for this course. And those who have not joined the Telegram group, to get like most updates, please join this Telegram group. I'm again sharing the link. Okay. Are there any questions on YouTube live? So you can post them in the comments. If someone wants to go through basic math concepts, okay, we also have a course on fundamental math concepts. It's a very short course if you want to revise a few things, couple of things for GATE exam. So you can go through that. That is also available for free. So this introductory lecture slide, I will probably just upload it over there, or we can go through it tomorrow. What I like to do is, at least for the mapping part, for structural geology part, I like to use Google Earth a lot, because you can see very nice examples in Google Earth, which are like quite good. Okay, let me show you. Let's see if there. What is the duration of this course? Duration. So we have a question on YouTube. What is the duration of this course? So in terms of completion, we will try to complete most of the syllabus by November, December. But we will keep revising at the same time. We can try to finish it even earlier if it is just for GSI prelims first, okay, and GATE part. But your access, those who enroll only in the pre version, they GSI-Pre and GATE version, they will have access until GATE GSI-Pre and until the GATE and GSI-Pre exam. But those who enroll in the GSI mains version as well, they will get access until GSI mains. So in terms of duration, yes, we will cover the course mostly before GSI prelims. Okay, so that is when we will cover most of the syllabus. Most of the syllabus, actually much before that. But then we will have a few classes for those who have registered in the mains course after the prelims exam. Okay. All right. So there is a question on the chat. Let me see that. Class timings and durations. Class timings are typically on weekends. It will be the same time as today. If someone wants to have a class in the morning, we can have those as well. On weekdays, it will be evening classes. Okay, so class duration and timing. So weekends, it will be 9 p.m. to approximately 10 to 10:30. Because again, the thing is, I'm in Canada and there is a 12-hour time difference. For me, it will be 9 a.m. in the morning. Okay. Weekdays, because I also have work, the classes will be at 5:30 p.m. Okay. And we can move them a little bit. So these are, again, I would say more tentative. I will conduct a poll. Okay, I will conduct a poll in the Telegram group to see what suits you the best, and see like what most students agree with. I've seen like many students, they are working in the morning. For me, it is actually easier to take classes in the morning India time, but some students say they have university classes or some are working, so that becomes a little bit hard. Okay, maybe I'll put that in the poll and you can say like which works best for you.
Hello, sir.
Hello Biswanath.
Hello. Sir, if I buy the online lecture series, the recorded lecture is the recorded lecture also provided?
Yes. So recorded lecture, do you mean like online? We will have like these. Do you mean live classes? Online can be live or recorded only. So
Sir,
yes,
sir,
yes,
I want to join live lectures, but sometimes if I miss one class, then will I get the recorded lecture?
yes. That's what I showed. It'll be in that course. That is why I said like register for free preview. If you miss any class, you will get a recording of that class. So that class will be uploaded. So if for example the class is tonight, you will see this class uploaded tomorrow morning. So it will be already there in your portal along with the notes that we cover, along with anything I write on these notes. Okay, so it will be available on that course portal that I showed you. Okay, just a while ago.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
But I still recommend keep attending live classes, because what students think is like I'll study from recorded class and then they start falling behind slowly and slowly. It is always better to attend live classes. Okay. Some questions in the chat. All those PPTs which are provided to us can be downloaded so that we can take a print for our ease. Sorry, Mishra, like we do not make them downloadable. You can view them as many times as you want. The idea is you should make your own notes. I'm telling you, like personally, I prepared. I got rank 1 in GATE. You can have PDF prints. You can write on top of them. But the biggest advantage, if you have your own hand notes, that is what is going to prepare you the best. So for example, I'll say even when I am preparing, so for civil services we have this PYQ course. I will show you and you'll see like when I prepare those answers, you're forced to write in a way that you can reproduce it yourself. Okay, because you may see a very fancy diagram in your slides, but maybe you are not able to draw it. So that becomes very, very crucial that you make your own notes. So let me show you something.
I think Apurv is here with us, right? So just before like giving it to Apurv sir, I would just like to introduce briefly.
Okay, I think this was recording playing from other thing. So for example, I'll show you like even when I'm preparing notes for these are unsolved. So this is from civil services, but just showing you examples. Like when you write things with your own hand, all these are handwritten. I like to zoom in. So for example, many of these, if you go to another one, so these are all handwritten, even from structural geology. When I am personally doing all this, it feels like there is so much difference between reading from slides and doing hand notes. Okay, so you see like 80-90% of this is all hand notes. Most of this is all hand notes. So when you are doing this exercise, it helps you a lot. Okay. Strategy, Narendra, I'd say you have to keep preparing for those. For if you're a dropper, first your primary focus at the start should be prelims to get as many marks as possible, so you clear the cutoff. And prelims is not like civil services prelims where like once you clear, now you have cleared, your score doesn't matter, your prelim score will matter. Ultimately what you have to do is, I would suggest study course from prelims perspective, try to solve PYQs, and then what you have to do is, this is the exercise that you should all do when you go to the mains part, is try to compile on subject wise questions. So keep all your papers downloaded, take screenshots of question which is from structural geology. Actually I will do that for you as well, but when you do it yourself, it becomes more of an active learning. Okay, when you are let's say I compile all structural geology questions from GSI mains and give those to you, and then you just read them. It's less helpful when you are trying to make your own compilation. That will be super useful to you. I will provide to you, I'm not saying I will not provide, but I'm saying like if you do that yourself, it will be much more beneficial, because then you're more engaged with your content. You will start to like memorize things even without realizing, okay, without making an effort when you do those kind of exercises. And then what you should do is try to write answers for those from your notes. I will give you some model answers as well, for many of those questions, but you also have to write those answers yourself. So what you should do is you should study a subject, okay, and then take 1 week just to write answers for those. Take all at least 5 years, last 5 years structural geology questions you take, and start writing answers for all 5 years. Spend 1 week just for that, okay, maybe take 2 or 3 hours in the evening. You will see that you will have a compilation that will be so good. In the end, it will help you so much in revision. You will be able to revise entire geology in 1 month. Okay. Shovik, price we can discuss. It will be depending on like which version you want to take, including GSI mains. It will be somewhere between 20,000 and 30,000. Okay, that will be the price for this course, but it will include many things. Okay, for test series, yes, test series will be included in this course. We for GATE. So if you buy just the test series itself with 18 tests is 6,000 rupees. So that will be included within this course. So you will get, let me just write it down here, what all you will get. You will get, so prices will vary slightly. Test series is there with 18 tests. This is objective type. Mains test series will be different because it involves a lot of effort from many teachers, so who have to check those test copies. But we will have objective type test series with 18 tests. So there will be live lectures, and you will not have just the test series part. What you will also have is PYQ solutions and discussions. Again from GATE and GSI-Pre. And those who enroll for GSI mains, we will discuss GSI mains PYQs as well. Okay. So this is the part. And then you will also have quizzes and numerical practices. Now, if you go and buy these courses individually, it will be over 50,000. Okay. You will get all of that in your course included. Okay. There was a question from Bharat Kumar, who is working as a tunnel geologist. First of all, congratulations, Bharat. Like, you are working as a tunnel geologist. I think we all in this group will have a lot to learn from you. The class timings I already shared about that. Okay. Bharat, are you still online or have you dropped out? Like from the call? Sure.
Yes, sir, I am here listening.
Okay. Where are you working currently?
Now I am working at Danu, sir. It's actually in Maharashtra.
Okay.
So we are working in this Mumbai Ahmedabad high speed drive.
Okay. And do you have to go on site as well?
Yes, sir. I am presently at site. Whenever the tunnel phase comes, I have to go and look after all the things.
Okay. Okay. And it must be a little difficult job, right? But
yes, sir. Usually it takes, it's like call on duty. So whenever required, we have to go like.
Okay. But
Yes.
you would have learned a lot, at least from geology part.
Yeah, from November I joined in this course, sir. Actually, previously I worked in coal mines.
Okay.
So after that I shifted to this. Now it's somewhat I am interested in.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
And
sir.
what are you now like looking to prepare for? GATE or GSI?
Mainly for gates, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. It will be flexible if you conduct classes where like this timing it's perfect for me mostly.
Okay.
So
Yes,
Yes.
that's what like I found also. Many people, like some have university, some have work in the morning, so evening classes work best. But I would say prepare for all exam at this stage because there is so much uncertainty in the end. I would say those students who are prepared for all exams will succeed more. Many of them think like they will be better if they perform for just one exam, they can dedicate all their attention. But when you study a subject from multiple dimensions, actually it helps better because some things when you're studying, maybe you have read but you don't grasp it, or maybe it doesn't stick. But when you study it from, like, let's say you're studying just from objective perspective, you skipped certain it part of a foraminifera or from bivalve that you were studying, but when you studied from subjective perspective, you were trying to draw it and then you remember, and the vice versa can also happen. But more importantly, it will help like in the exam side, because when notification comes, suddenly something can change. Okay.
Yes, sir, yes. It's a complete course you're saying. Like you
Yes.
have to cover all the topics.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
How to join Telegram? Did you see my link in the chat? This is the link. Or do you asking like how to join Telegram app? So you'll have to, if you don't have the app, you'll have to download that app. Okay. But you can follow this link. Okay. And then join it, the Telegram part. Okay. Few questions from YouTube live. Arpit Pathak. So prepared all but not fully, or whether I try to study any subject, I get confused too much because I have one problem. Arpit, I don't know, like, did you prepare yourself many sources, like what to cover again, more effective notes? Arpit, you have to stick to like one source. That's what like are most of the courses. You can see like from this course we have made IAS, Indian Forest Services, Civil Services Officers, GSI officers, ONGC officers, and most of them stick just to this course. So I will give you example of Swayambhu Tripathi. I think it was 2 years back. He got AIR 3. You listen to his webinar and he said like he just studied planet geology course for GSI mains crash course. So he just studied that. He did not look at any other source, and he was in a very similar boat as you, that he got confused. He had given attempt previously, but then he tried to focus. He just stick to one particular source, and in that case, in his case, it was just what is present on planet geology. He just studied that. He studied that after pre actually, and then he was able to get rank 3. Okay. So, but I would say many students, they make this mistake that if they want to study for igneous petrology, they will open JD Winter or some other textbook and they will start studying from the first page. That is the wrong strategy. And then maybe they'll say like, oh, this question came in PYQ. I did not find this in this particular book. Oh, I found this in this source. And then they start studying that whole source again. Again, very wrong strategy. What strategy I would say is, the course is there for you. You study only what is present in the course. Don't go outside much. Maybe for like 5% topics, you can go outside a little bit, but just stick to this and then do PYQs. If you find anything that is in PYQ, just study that PYQ. Don't study entire source from which that PYQ you think has come. So you'll have to stick to that strategy. Geology optional, Yogeshwari, what should you do? So for geology optional, we have a different session, different classes. So for geology optional also, you can contact me. We are conducting live classes, demo classes only are ongoing for geology optional, also for civil services. Okay. Rachna, this course in terms of new, if you have taken previous courses, if you have your notes and everything, you can stick to that also. There is like no, it is not mandatory to join this course. I would say if you have notes, I would say you can stick to those. But if you want to, let's say, be more focused on slightly GSI prelims, study those questions, then you can enroll in this course. If you want to like watch video lectures, if you have lost access to video lectures, then you can enroll in this course. There are a lot of this will be similar to previous year courses only, because if you cover structural geology, you have covered previously. If it is classification of folds, we have studied Ramsey classification. So there is nothing groundbreaking that will be present in this course. If you have notes and everything, you can stick to your older course as well. This course, there will be few additional PYQ discussions from GSI prelims. Okay, so that part will be added. Those who were there in last year's course, they would have seen that we also discussed for additional, I should add like to this part, for some subjects we also discussed jam questions just for more practice. So if you were not in last year's course, you will get that part as well. Yes, you can access this course in PC, tab and mobile phone, whatever you want. Okay. All right. Okay, so if there are no further questions, we can stop this session here. I will send out more instructions in the morning. I will say basically send the link again to the course. So please do register for that course. So because all the recorded lectures will be uploaded there. So I will see you all again tomorrow at the same time, and bye for now. Have a very good night.